Fedor, the last emperor Emelianenko, is a name that resonates with dominance, resilience, and unparalleled skill.
Blood and violence. Oh, no!
Standing at only 6 feet tall and weighing around 235 pounds, Fedor could have easily been a middleweight, but instead, he chose to fight a heavyweight against some of the biggest fighters to ever compete. Emelianenko began his journey into martial arts through judo and sambo, a sport deeply rooted in Russian culture. His early years in judo laid a foundation for the disciplined and stoic approach that would later become his trademark.
Действительно, я бы мог, конечно, тренироваться в любом городе и России, и мира, но я люблю свой город. Я здесь вырос, у меня здесь родители, мои друзья здесь, мой спортзал здесь.
Fedor first debuted in MMA in August of 2000, and he was a force to be reckoned with immediately, finishing all 3 of his first opponents in the first round.
Представитель Винкс Тула, Fedor Emelianenko.
On average, he will fight once every month and a half, and in the first 6 months of his career, he will have a total of 11 fights, a frequency unheard of by today's standards. With his judo background, Fedor was a dangerous submission artist on the ground, finishing many of his early opponents with submissions. Out of those 11 fights, he will have a total of 10 wins. Even his one loss was a controversial one, as he was caught with an illegal elbow that opened a cut, which he sustained from fighting earlier that same night. From that moment on, for the next 8 years and 28 fights, the last emperor would not taste defeat again.
Что представитель из Болгарии, боец, очень удары такие жесткие проходит. Это наш соотечественник. Видите?
Emelianenko Fedor versus Kerry Shaw.
どういう戦いになりますでしょうか。おっと、変わっていった。ミートトラック。ましたからね。そうなんですよ。はい、おっと、ミドルキャッチした。キャッチしながら、おお、タックルタックル。注意してやってますね。さあ、注意だ、注意だ。早い早い、おおっと。いやー、腕がひねれました。2級に続き、無差別のタイトルも奪取できるか。ヘビー級のタイトル保持者です。無差別に挑戦します。1回戦はミドルですね。ヘビーですね。ヘビーのタイトルと同じ戦いをするつもりなんでしょう。片膝を立っています。おっと、甘くですね。おお、よかったね。そうですね。しかも一気にいってからこれ人体ですけれども、かなり低い体勢からボディアッパーを持っていきます。いや、力で持ってきますよ。持ってきます。持ってきます。本当にゴーかタップかどっちだ。いやいや、万全の体勢でリングの中央まで。
本日のメインイベント。
取った左やったー。左が入っています。ヒョードルの開き。B 級と無差別両タイトルです。身を振っていった。これはかいくぐった。ヘイズマンがタックルに行きます。バランスを崩しました。これをダウンドラムさんがさあサイダーヒダー。試合が終わりました。
In the early 2000s, the mixed martial arts scene was evolving, and Pride Fighting Championships in Japan emerged as a major player. And it was in Pride where Fedor quickly rose to prominence.
There he is in the ring. From Russia, Emelianenko Fedor.
Pride FC was a melting pot of talent, bringing together fighters from different corners of the globe. Fedor would fight Semi Schultz, a 6'11" Dutch kickboxer in his debut. A true David versus Goliath.
Pride Fighting Championship demolition. There it is. He ate a knee and got the clinch. And he got the takedown and side mount.
Fedor would trip the kickboxer to the canvas, mount him, and beat him up on the ground for the next 20 minutes.
But Fedor is really showing us something here in controlling the big man. Look, see the timing on that? Perfect. That was so beautiful because...
In his next bout, he will fight a future UFC fighter, Heath Herring.
TCH, Texas Crazy Horse.
And he will repeat the exact same thing, but this time the doctor will stop the fight after the first round.
Mr. Herring. And he goes into a takedown. His energy, he knows and respects this guy. That was a good blow there. Oh, whoa! Herring falling out of the ring. Boss, Herring doesn't look in good shape here. No, he's got a big cut. Yeah, he's got a big cut. Fedor trying to counter, and Fedor jumping in and suplexing. Heath Herring, unreal. But Heath flipped things around. Oh no! He stops the fight. His cuts are too late.
It was in Pride that Fedor forged some of his most memorable rivalries, none more significant than his clashes with Antonio Nogueira. Many fans at this time believed Nogueira to be unbeatable, with world-class endurance and submission skills. Fedor came into this fight as a heavy underdog, but he shocked the world when he easily shut down the Brazilian submission attempts.
Kicks will the punches. Who will land first? There it is! Right hand lead! Left hook!
And beat him up with ground and pound to win the unanimous decision, becoming the second heavyweight champion in Pride, a title he would never lose.
That was a strike. Oh, big punches! He's got him stunned here! Bombs on that iron jaw. Armbar coming up. He's going for the Kimura. He pulls. The people who want to see blood and violence. Oh, that's it! Oh, big shots! Fedor's all over Nogueira! All over him! Nogueira has never been in this kind of trouble, even with Bob Sapp. Experts didn't want to admit that Fedor could be this kind of a threat. Oh, God. He's a big time shot. Nogueira's in big trouble here. Taking his worst beating yet, ever.
No, it's going to be over, and he lost.
There's no question Fedor has taken the title. He has done it! He took away the Pride heavyweight champion from the top fighter in the sport. How about that, folks?
After this historic win, Fedor would go on a rampage and finish all 7 of his next opponents.
Some critics thought that Fedor didn't have the skill to beat Nogueira, but he kind of rewrote the blueprint on how to beat the guard.
His weapon's not that good.
Oh, no! He's gonna get him right here. He's got the choke. He's got it. It's over. It's over. Whoa!
What a fight.
Earlier, this is a little bit of old Pride and new Pride, but Fedor's got to go against old Pride. Big Daddy, how are you?
I'm good. I don't know. Let me make something straight here. I ain't old nothing. I'm here to kick ass. That's all it is.
Wait. And there he is.
And there in the back. Staying on the feet.
They are staying on their feet. They touch gloves now. Test each other out quickly, but there's a couple of left hooks followed by a right by Fedor. But then a right hand lands. A right cross lands.
Look at body shots. Body shots
to the body. He tries to bring him into the center, but a knee
and a takedown. This is where he is dangerous.
A left the champion Fedor. And there's an example of it. Right hand to his down. Big Daddy in big trouble. It looks like he is out. It looks like he is out. There it is. There it is.
Daddy Goodrich loses 1 minute and 9 seconds in the first round. Unbelievable.
From the blue corner, Emelianenko, Fedor!
プロレスラーとして永田裕二が向かいます。さあ未知なるね。大きくパンチが伸びた。さあ上になってる。 隙間がない。正面にやったら正面でダメですね。そうですね。というは防戦を殺してくる。止めた。
One of whom is another MMA legend, Mark Coleman.
Here he comes with his belt, his 2000 Grand Prix belt.
Bringing to an end the first round of this tournament.
Fedor would get taken down by the American wrestler, but was able to stay safe from the ground and pound, eventually submitting the legend with an armbar.
He's got it.
And Coleman at the tap. And Fedor Emelianenko submits Mark the Hammer Coleman.
After this win, Fedor will go on another streak of fighting every 2 months. The first being Kevin Randleman, who spiked Fedor on the back of his head in one of the most brutal suplexes in MMA. But being the Terminator that he is, Fedor will reverse the position and submit Randleman with a Kimura.
Oh, here we go.
There is. And it's over. And Emelianenko.
Just 2 months later, Fedor entered the Pride Grand Prix Championship, where he would need to fight twice on the same night. He put away his first opponent in under a minute with an armbar.
Ogawa refusing to touch gloves. Emelianenko versus Ogawa. It is underway. Chance of Ogawa. Emelianenko right away takes it to Ogawa. And he's got him.
Look at this.
There's the balance.
Whoa. Armbar. Oh, he's got it. It's beautiful.
Ogawa.
That's beautiful. He's got it.
And he's forced to tap.
Wow. Silver medalist judo just got tapped and world champion.
But in the finals, against his old rival Nogueira, he got headbutted accidentally.
See the blood, boss.
Whoa, that's a big cut. It's a big
That's a
cut.
huge gas.
And the bout will be a no contest.
An unfortunate turn of events here.
An immediate rematch was set between the two.
All right, Randy and Boss, it's time to finish what they started at Final Conflict 2004. It should be a classic.
And this time Fedor was content to stand with the Brazilian.
Oh, nice.
Down by Emelianenko. Interesting how he's moving in this fight, you guys.
Nice takedown by Fedor.
And a soccer kick. Look at this, he just throws him away.
Oh!
Beating him to the punch and dominating the stand-up. Fedor would defend most of Nogueira's takedown attempts and proceed to counterpunch his way to victory.
Good takedown defense.
Oh.
There's that knee we talked about earlier as well. Takedown by.
Nice body lock.
And there it is, the end of the fight.
Unanimous decision for Fedor.
Pride was struggling to find a worthy opponent for Fedor, and decided to match Fedor against Tsuyoshi Kosaka, who managed to stop Fedor 5 years prior with a cut. But this time, nobody believed Kosaka will win the rematch.
Emelianenko. Judo.
Ready, go!
The fight started with Fedor reversing a takedown, and immediately started a vicious ground and pound against his former foe, opening up a cut himself this time over Kosaka's left eye.
He's got already a cut.
Ironically, the fight will be another doctor stoppage, but this time it was Fedor walking away with the win, avenging the only loss on his record.
Into the second round.
The one thing, in my eyes, TK can't lose anymore.
You see there, tending to TK.
And it's over.
And the bell goes, the bell, round 2. Fedor Emelianenko.
August 28th, 2005. The fight everybody has been hoping for has finally happened. Fedor will defend his heavyweight belt against the kickboxing legend Mirko Cro Cop, who has been knocking people dead with head kicks all the way to the top.
Down goes Igor! He is out! Down goes
The challenger, Mirko Cro Cop, is 36'2", 225 pounds. Fedor Emelianenko, the defending champion, 28'6" feet tall, 233 pounds.
Whoa, look at this. No stare down. Much respect for each other.
While Emelianenko says he respects Cro Cop, and there you see the mutual Emelianenko again doing it.
In the first round, Fedor would eat a few body kicks that left a bruise on his midsection, and get stunned with stiff jabs that broke his nose.
So close. Nice left here from Prokop now.
And now he presses the action box. Prokop and falls down.
Oh!
But Emelianenko was able to get the fight to the ground where he would drain the Croatian fighter.
She was great.
And the fans are applauding the efforts.
As the fight went on, Fedor would continue to outpace Prokop and overwhelm him in stand-up and with takedowns.
Look at that. Look at this is right to Mirko Prokop.
You know, the corner of Fedor Emelianenko is real good because he attacks the body.
Becoming more and more dominant as the fight continued, eventually winning the unanimous decision.
Crashing down as well.
Yep. I think so too.
He remains the most dominant champion in mixed martial arts and undefeated at that, improving to 11-0. Fedor Emelianenko.
Fedor will meet Mark Coleman again in October 2006.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the main event of Pride FC in Las Vegas.
Real deal, Fedor versus Coleman.
And in the first round, Fedor would cut up Coleman with strikes and force the ref to pause the action to check the cut.
Comment on as Emelianenko begins.
He dropped him. He hit him hard on that one. He's leaving himself exposed. I mean, that's the extent
Look at
his defense.
There is a cause for concern now. They will check the cut. Safety paramount. And they will let the action continue.
When the action resumed again, Mark would charge at Fedor and drag him to the canvas. But almost like deja vu, we get caught with the exact same submission, this time on his other arm.
Get that set. Just go back there.
Heavyweight champion defeats the very courageous, the very game, the very proud American Mark Coleman.
In his final title defense, he will face Mark Hunt, the legendary one-punch knockout machine.
His striking game and his ground game is the best. So there's no hype behind that. He's the shit. So
what I'd like to say to Mark Hunt is, I wish you success, and I'm definitely looking for an exciting fight with you tonight. And finally, Mark Hunt, Happy New Year to you.
Trey, give us a quick scouting report here. Hunt's best chance to win this game?
Hit him with a left hook, knock him down. Knock him out. Fedor's, take him down, submit him.
Ready, go!
Here we go, the heavyweight title bout. Fedor can handle on both arms, trying to bring it down. He does.
Mark was able to defend himself on the ground for a while.
Oh, he missed the head. He's okay. Keep his hands locked. See how Hunt has his hands locked. So.
For Hunt.
Oh, nice step up. Oh, my gosh. He's doing a great job. He's okay. He's doing all right. Good counter. Oh, my God.
But it wasn't long before Fedor tripped him again and proceeded to tap him out with a tight kimura.
Get that arm behind Hunt.
There he goes. He's got to put knocks all the way up, and then he pulls the wrist in at the last minute. That's it.
Now he's getting close.
He's tapping out.
It's over. Fedor
it's all
hangs
over.
on to the heavyweight title bout. Here comes the celebration. What a night this has been, Frank Trigg.
Pride FC faced financial troubles and eventually closed its doors in 2007. Fedor, now a free agent, found himself at a crossroads. He will have a few fights in smaller organizations while weighing his options.
Make your attention to the stage, entering the ring at this time.
Do something. Watch how fast Emelianenko will try to start.
History
Picks him up the net. He wants to drive him down, and he does.
Fedor reverses the Olympic medalist in Greco.
He tries to buck him off. Look at this.
Looking for an arm lockdown. But then going back to the arm again. As it's elbow. Fedor bleeding, hurt, but still.
I feel pretty confident with this one, even because the size difference.
He thinks it's going to be a first-round decision. Everyone else picking him as Fedor shoots in on the big man. And Choi takes him down.
He's got it.
Fedor going for the arm bar. Fedor going for the arm bar. Choi pulls loose.
I can't believe he got out of that. That was tight. I thought it was over. Oh, Trippy can't do it because he's just so big.
You can see this. Look at the mammoth fist here of Hangman Choi. Again, Fedor going for
That's
the
it.
arm
He got it. He got it.
He's got it. Fedor does it.
The world eagerly awaited his move to the UFC, the premier organization for mixed martial arts. But contractual disputes and differences in negotiation killed the deal.
You know, his management, these guys are...
Instead, Fedor would join Affliction for 2 fights against former UFC champions, with his first being Tim Sylvia, who he was able to put away in under a minute.
Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
Fedor Emelianenko on U.S. soil, fighting the former UFC heavyweight champ, Tim Sylvia. Oh, nice. Shot blessed there by Tim Sylvia goes down. This is what Fedor does best. Fedor immediately hooking into hooks, going for a rear naked choke. Sylvia, but he's got that. He taps out. He taps out. 36 seconds. That is what Fedor Emelianenko. You want to know why? He is the greatest fighter on the planet today. That is why. Tim Sylvia.
His next opponent, Andrei Arlovski, also a former UFC champion, lasted a bit longer.
For the World Association of Mixed Martial Arts heavyweight title.
Landing some good strikes before he too was put away into the shadow realm.
Good right hand by Arlovski.
Got to get Arlovski. He's going to get him faster, just like that right there. 6'4" with that length.
Oh, good right.
Push kick by Arlovski. That's it. Wow. Punch the flying right hand by Fedor Emelianenko. The dominance continues.
Fedor, at this point of his career, was truly considered the most dominant heavyweight of his time. In 2009, Fedor Emelianenko signed with Strikeforce, a move that excited fans and opened the doors for potential matchups against some of the top fighters in the world.
Saturday night fights on CBS. Let's get it on. Wild left hand by Fedor. Look at those feet. There it is again. Breathing out of his nose. Oh, left hand. Now Emelianenko. Wild punches all being blocked by Rogers. Jet Kid from the Cabrini Green. Emelianenko hit him with a right hand and it's over.
However, this era also witnessed the first cracks in Fedor's seemingly invincible armor.
And he drops it. He almost got caught in an armbar there. Hammer fist by Fedor. It looks like he was going to tap there. He's got his arm straight. Oh! He's tapping! He's tapping! Fedor losing for the first time!
Fedor's defeats were shocking to many, but they humanized the last emperor and added a layer of complexity to his story. Despite the setbacks, he remained a beloved figure in the MMA community.
Silva just found out.
I mean, his eye is swollen shut.
You can't fight.
Follow my instructions. We're going to have a clean fight.
Emelianenko once again, Henderson down. Fedor jumping on it. Beautiful escape by Hendo. Wow! Henderson scrambling. Unbelievable. They stop it. They stop it. Henderson.
Как Бог даст, так и будет.
It's God's will. As God will have it for me, that's what we'll do.
Well, we hope God tells you to come back in the cage, that he makes sure that you come back and fight again. Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest fighter in mixed martial arts history, Fedor Emelianenko.
Although Fedor continued to compete in MMA, even having a bout with the judo Olympic gold medalist Satoshi Ishii, he was reaching the twilight of his career. He will win all 3 of his next fights. And in 2012, he announced his retirement from mixed martial arts, leaving behind a legacy that few could match. But like many fighters, the allure of competition proved too strong, and Fedor will return in 2015. His comeback fight against Jadeep Singh marked a triumphant return to the win column, finishing his opponent in the first round.
Ну вот, наверное, пожалуй, что все в нокауте уже, Джайди. Блестящее выступление.
Fedor later signed with Bellator in 2017, where fans got the chance to see the last Emperor compete against a few former UFC superstars. Besides his loss of Matt Mitrione and Ryan Bader, Fedor was able to win 6 of his last 9 fights post-retirement, with all of his wins coming within the first round.
The winner will face Chael Sonnen in the Grand Prix semifinals. Straight left hand, and Emelianenko. Emelianenko, the ground about a man. Fedor Emelianenko has turned back time. Fedor advances.
In the main event, 3 5-minute rounds to determine who will advance to the finals of the Heavyweight World Grand Prix.
Pretty much wins a little time. Want to take yourselves a little time.
Chael Sonnen looking to take him down and beat him up. Go! Tonight's fight. Big shot. He's hard middle leg. And the takedown attempt hasn't worked yet.
Big right hand that Fedor landed on Chael. Chael is hanging tough. But he's got to move when Dan tells him to move. It's over.
And it's all over! Fedor Emelianenko!
Quentin Rampage Jackson. Official weight 265 pounds.
Although it was great to see Fedor finally matched up against some of these legends of the sport, it was nevertheless a bittersweet feeling, as these men are far beyond their prime years.
50-second pro fight for Rampage, 46th for Fedor. Midway through round 1, and that uppercut lands over and over. It's about where he's going to attack. Big shot, and it is all over. Fedor Emelianenko.
But we're going to get to see Fedor fight in Moscow. Left jab by Fedor. Two monster shots by Fedor, and the GOAT comes home and reigns supreme.
Fedor will compete one last time against Ryan Bader for the Bellator heavyweight title.
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times.
To go out on top, looking to become the oldest champion in history at the age of 46.
He goes after you with
the right hand and
to maintain that level. That's it.
But he will ultimately fall short of his goal, deciding to hang up his gloves for the last time.
Who has been fighting now for 20 years. A man who has had an undefeated streak that no one else ever matched in the heavyweight division.
On one side, I'm sad, of course, that I didn't deliver on the fight as I wanted to, but on the other side, I'm so happy that all these people are here cheering for me, and all these veteran fighters that have walked the path with me for the last, almost 20 years are here to greet me, so I'm very happy. Я закончил. Спасибо всем.
Yes, he said I'm done.
The last Emperor remains a symbol of resilience, humility, and unwavering determination. Whether in victory or defeat, Fedor Emelianenko's legacy is etched in the annals of MMA history, a testament to the indomitable spirit of a true martial artist. Fedor Emelianenko, the last Emperor.